What's going on, everybody? Who's ready for a beer? I think I'm ready for a beer. What's up, Kentucky? How you doing, brother? Your secret's safe with me and everybody else in chat. What's up, Duchess? How you doing, man? Hope you guys are enjoying your wonderful Saturday afternoon. Oh, man. Nope, 3 o'clock, people. Let's do this. What is going on, everybody? Happy Saturday afternoon to you all, and welcome to another live beer review. Today, we got another one from 903 Brewers today. So, we're looking at another fruited Berliner Weiss called Double Puff Slush. And if you heard me talk about 903 Brewers before, they're out of Sherman, Texas. They're very, very widely community-based, and they're really well known for doing a lot of interesting, unique flavor profiles when it comes to their fruited sours / fruited Berliner Weisses, and doing a bunch of different really cool stouts, along with coming out with some really, really solid IPAs. But today I'm looking at another one of their fruited Berliner Weisses from their Slush line, and this one is a blueberry apricot marshmallow vanilla flavored Berliner Weiss, which I think is going to be a really nice combination. I don't know. It seems really solid. I'm really interested to see how that vanilla and marshmallow is going to mix and get that creamy mouthfeel hopefully going and with that. But yeah, I love 903. 903 is great when it comes to kind of reaching out to their community, kind of creating like a community-based kind of brewery, always doing stuff for the local community, especially like during when the snow stuff happened in Texas. They were doing stuff to where it's like they were giving away water to people who weren't able to get it. So they do a lot of really cool stuff over there. Definitely a brewery over in Sherman that I want to take a look at and actually go to myself one day. But without further ado, I think let's crack this guy open and see what we're looking at. So I'm going to open this over a towel because you never know when it comes to fruited Berliner Weisses / fruited sour. So I just want to be safe with this one. So I think we are good. Cool. So let's see what this guy smells like. Oh yeah, definitely has like that blackberry tartness coming forward right off the bat. Kind of has like a nice sweet kind of smell with it. Maybe from the marshmallow or the vanilla. But I'm really curious to see how that apricot's going to mix in with there. I don't know if it's going to give it maybe like a kind of an extra creaminess or maybe give it like an extra element of tartness. Who knows? But let's give this... Yeah, it smells great. So let's give this guy a pour. Drinking it out of my 311 Beautiful Disaster. Well, Beautiful Disaster IPA / tulip glass. So let's see what this guy looks like on the pour. Oh yeah. Look at that nice, like, deep reddish purple color. Definitely going to get thicker the more you pour it. Yep, like it's doing right now. Look at that. Always want to drink your fruited Berliner Weisses / fruited sours cold. Yeah, this looks absolutely delicious. Definitely has that kind of smoothie kind of look to it. But yeah, this smells fantastic. Definitely getting a lot of the blackberry still. I'm guessing like I think this is gonna be a little bit more on the tartar side, which I'm not against. Last few like fruited sour / fruited Berliner Weisses I've had have not been like sour enough for me. So I'm hoping this kind of lives up to that a little bit more. So without further ado, cheers everybody. Let's give this guy a try. Yeah, that's solid. Definitely very, very blackberry forward on this one. Where you're getting like that really pungent, tart kind of berry flavor right off the bat. Has a nice, like, little bit of sweetness in there, but it's definitely more on the tart side. Probably give this more on like a 3.75 out of 5 for tartness. So that's nice. That's definitely not too sour. Has a nice, like, creamy, kind of smooth mouthfeel. Definitely getting like that vanilla marshmallow kind of sweet balance to go with that tartness. Not really getting much of an apricot in this. Might be adding like a little extra element of tartness. But I don't know. I don't really think of apricot being like a tart fruit. But yeah, the mouth feels super creamy, super kind of like has a little bit of like a bubbly effervescence to it. But yeah, it's pretty solid for what it is. Definitely really solid. So let's see what the description of this guy. Like, we know that it's blackberry, apricot, vanilla, marshmallow stuff. So let's see what they actually say. So even if you have a monster sweet tooth and marshmallows are your favorite dessert, it would take thousands of like-minded friends to help you completely devour the State Puff Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters. Unless the slushy Super Brewers at 903 blended State Puff with plump blackberries, tangy apricots, and creamy vanilla, then you could chug the gigantic marshmallow down like a smoothie. But what if it's so delicious that you can't stop drinking and then you indulge in so much that your brain turns into a gooey marshmallow and you can no longer think about anything else? So, yeah, this is definitely getting all those flavors of nice creaminess along with like adding like a little good mixture of tartness in there. I think it's really well balanced when it comes to that element. I'm thinking, yeah, like how I probably guessed before, the apricot's probably getting that extra tang of tartness added to it from like, so you're not getting too much of just that natural blackberry tartness. You're getting like an extra little depth of a little bit of bitter tartness from the apricot. But yeah, so that's definitely in there pretty well. But the vanilla marshmallow kind of mixture in this is definitely really well balanced. Yeah, that's good. I would have liked... Yeah, it's not even too sweet either. I think that's solid. I think if you like more on the tartar side of a fruited Berliner Weiss slash a fruited sour, this would be probably right up your alley, I think, because you're not going to be getting your hands on something that's too sweet, or it's not going to be too sour or too tart to where you're going to be puckering after every sip. You're going to get the nice tartness right away, kind of get your jaw kind of salivating a little bit, but then it kind of balances out really, really quick and really smooth with a nice marshmallow vanilla creaminess that goes along with it. So that's really, really nice. But let's see what Untappd has to say about this guy. So, like I said before, this is a 6.2% ABV. So, yeah, I would say it's in the sessionable range. Definitely almost to the point where it's in that higher echelon kind of realm of ABV for a fruited Berliner Weiss slash fruited sour. With over 449 different ratings, this one has an average rating of 4.07 out of 5 on Untappd, which, yeah, it's pretty good. So, I would say an average of one at every, yeah, that's not bad. Almost good range if people are at least giving it a 4 out of 5 on Untappd. So that's pretty stellar, pretty stellar. So let's see what people are giving this one. Somebody gave it a 3.5, somebody gave it a 4, purchasing it off Tavor, another 3.5, 3.25, 4.25, 4.5, 4.25. Somebody gave it a 4, saying thick and delicious, packed full of delicious blackberry and smooth from the marshmallows. Yep, that's definitely around there. Somebody gave it a 4 out of 5, saying there's a little bit of a meadsy kind of element to it, which I don't really get that much of a mead flavor to it. I don't know, because when I think of a mead, I think of more of like that port wine kind of taste, which I'm not really getting from the blackberries in there. Let's see, somebody gave it a 4.25, saying good flavors from all the listed, nice and smooth with a thick mouthfeel, minimal tartness. Yeah, well, might not be that tart to him, but I definitely get a decent amount of tartness to it. Somebody gave it a 4.75, 4.25, 4, and a 4.25. Another purchase out Tavor saying thick but more tartness and stones than vanilla and marshmallow. Yeah, so you definitely get more of the tart berry flavor, I think, mixing with that kind of like tangy tart apricot more than the vanilla marshmallow element, but it's not to the point to where it's overly too tart. The marshmallow and the vanilla come in there right at the end and like swoop you in and gotta give that nice sweet flavor in your mouth, which is, I think, is really nice. Really solid, but definitely more on the tart side, which I've been waiting for. I've been definitely wanting more of like a fruited Berliner Weiss lately, or a fruited sour that's on that more tart side, just because I've had so many lately that just taste like they're fruit, sweet fruit, like juices, like an alcoholic fruit beverage. But having that, like those tart elements in this one, kind of brings you back to the whole overall experience of having like a fruited Berliner Weiss or a fruited sour, where you maybe want a little bit of a tartness to kind of balance out the flavors. Is working really well in this one. So let's start going off our grading scales here. So, can art. Yeah, this one really didn't do much when it comes to crazy can art. They put pictures of the ingredients on there, the marshmallow, the apricot, the blackberry. Of course, you got the token 903 Brewers logo with the ingredients on the side, which I always like the colors they use for their labels. So this is like a deep kind of like grayish purple on there. Of course, they kind of, with the font, they kind of made it look like marshmallowy kind of font, so that's really nice. But yeah, super solid. Definitely, I'd probably give this like a 3.75, almost a 4 when it comes to can art, because this is definitely something with the colors that they have, and seeing the pictures of the marshmallows on the can itself would be something that would catch my attention when it comes to seeing at a liquor store or a bottle shop, for sure, just because those deep colors kind of go out and grab you when you're looking through the display. But let's see, if I got this in a flight at 903, would I get another one? Let's see. To be honest, from some of the other stuff that I've had from 903 when it comes to like the balance between tart and sweet when it comes to them, like using the marshmallow in the beer, I think I would choose to go towards one of the ones where it's kind of a little bit more of a sweetness at the end. I mean, you get the good like tart flavors between the apricot and the blackberry, but I've had some from them to where the rush of sweetness is to the point to where it's equally as good as that tartness. So it's just like very, very tart berry / apricot flavors, or whatever kind of fruit they're using, and then it gets washed away with like a very velvety, creamy sweetness that gets put in there. With this one, I like the sweetness they get in there at the end. Maybe would have liked just a smidge little more to get kind of balance out that tartness. Just a little bit better. But overall, definitely a really solid brew. I definitely got what I asked for when it comes to wanting to have a fruited Berliner Weiss / fruited sour. A little bit more tart from the ones I've had lately. So that it definitely delivered in that element. So I think with this one, if I got it in a flight and I had one that was a little bit more balanced between sweetness and tartness, maybe just like up the sweetness level a little bit more, I would have probably gone to that one. But if I got this one and if I was drinking a bunch of IPAs or like a stout and I was in the mood for another fruited Berliner Weiss / fruited sour, I'd definitely get another one of these in a flight for sure. It's good. It's very good. But what is my final rating on this guy going to be? Let's see. Flavors are good. Berry notes in there are good. The kind of that tang tartness from the apricot comes in there really well. The marshmallow vanilla is a nice little touch to it. Definitely would like to see a little bit more of that to kind of balance out that tartness a little bit more. Kind of get it from like being a 3.75 out of tartness to kind of going down so that maybe 3.25 is where like my sweet spot is for tartness in a beer. So I would like that. I would like to see a little bit more marshmallow to kind of make that tartness down to that little 3.25 almost kind of range. But overall, they did a really good job with this one, I think. Definitely really solid. Flavors in there are pungent, explosive. Mouthfeel is great. Color of the beer is nice. Definitely has that nice, deep red / purple color, which is always appealing to see in a glass. So I think I'm going to give this a solid, 7.75. I think if it would have been a little bit more on the sweeter side at the end, I think it would have gotten closer to like an 8.25, maybe an 8.5 for me. But definitely, I would recommend if you like a little bit more tart side of the fruited Berliner Weisses / it can be considered, I don't know if you really consider it a fruited sour, but this would definitely one I would recommend if you like more of a tart blackberry kind of flavor and kind of like a slight marshmallowy, sweet, kind of pillowy smoothness in it. But yeah, they did a really good job with this one, I think. So if you're a fan of that kind of thing, if you love blackberries, this would definitely one I would recommend you to try. I know you can find stuff from 903 on Tavour. They're on there pretty often. I've gotten quite a few stuff from them off of that app, Tavour, if you haven't known by now. Beer delivery service / beer subscription service to where you download the app and you get to choose between either having like a build your own box kind of situation where you look on the app and they release different beers every single day, so you look off the list they have, and then okay, I think we are back. Let me know if things are good. Hopefully things should be. If anybody can hear me, make sure we're good. Sorry about that, people. Random power surge. Power surge. Shut down my computer and all that crap. So, dangle clacks happened. But, trying to get back in the swing of things. Hold on. Make sure everything's all set. Let me, X1 in chat if you... Okay. Sound and visual good. Cool. Okay, so where was I? Final rating. Final kind of talk about where you can get some 903 stuff. So, like I said before, Tavour is always a good option. You just kind of got to keep an eye out on if you can get Tavour delivered to you, because it's very kind of a select places around the country. I know Chicagoland area you can do it, along with around the DC area I know is another place where you can get it delivered. I think if I remember correctly, I believe the Dallas area you can get it delivered to you as well. So kind of just got to download the app and kind of put in your zip code and be able to find out if you can get stuff from Tavour and possibly get your hands on some stuff from 903. But at the end of the day, guys, I just wanted to pop in here again, kind of just finish off the stream a little bit. Solid brew from 903. Big props to them for always coming out with very unique flavor profiles and different unique beers. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, everybody. So thank you everybody in chat for hanging out. You guys are awesome. Thanks for sticking with me when the dangle clocks happened, when the power kind of went out and then went back on instantly. So I had to restart my computer, get everything up and running again. So thank you for kind of just being patient with that. But other than that, that's pretty much what I have for you guys today. So big shout out to everybody here. If you're new to the channel and like what you see, make sure you hit that subscribe button along with that notification bell. Let you know whenever I go live doing another review. And other than that, that is pretty much it, guys. So thank you again. You guys are awesome. Make sure to hit that like button on your way out. And remember, if you guys are going to drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. And cheers, everybody. I'll see you all next time.